Hi everyone, in this video we are going to find out the volume of the cone. The question here says the height of the cone is 20 centimeter, the base of the cone has a diameter of 16 centimeter, and work out the volume of the cone. You can see the formulas are given and the required value is in 3 significant figure. So first of all, I'll highlight what information I have. The height of the cone is 20, so height is given as 20 centimeter. Then base of the cone has diameter of 16, so diameter is 16 centimeter. I have to find the volume, and answer should be correct to 3 significant figures. All right, so the first thing first, I will go to the formula and I will see what formula I have. Since I have to find out the volume of the cone, I'll be using volume is equals to 1 over 3 pi r square h. Now in this formula, you know that we have pi as a fixed value and height as a vertical height. Remember that height is the difference between the top and bottom. So if you're standing, then the distance between your head and your toes is the height. If you are standing like this, you're bent a little bit, then this will not give you the height. Remember that. Or if you are like in this position further, this will not give you the height. Height is always the distance between top and bottom, but it should be the vertical height. So if this height is not given, we will not take these heights. These heights are called slant height. We will talk about this in a while in a different question. So this is the formula that I'm going to work on right now. So here I will now write down here volume is equals to 1 over third of pi times r square. Now the common error, students usually consider 16 as the radius, which is wrong. 16 is the diameter and we have to find the radius. So half of the diameter is always a radius, which is going to be 8 centimeter. So my radius is 8 square times vertical height is given as 20 centimeters. So I will simply write here 20 centimeter. Now you can put these values in the calculator. You can say pi times 8 square times 20 and then divide it by 3. So first solve the numerator and then divide your answer by 3. See what you get. So when I multiply pi with 8 square and 20 and divide by 3, I'm getting my answer as 1280 pi. I will recheck it. It's like pi, so shift pi times 8 square times 20. I got 1280 and now I will divide it by 3. So the answer I'm getting is volume is equals to 1340.41. And since they said that the answer must be up to 3 significant figures, and 3 significant figure means 3 digits which are not 0, starting without the 0. So I have 1, 3 and 4. So this is already 0. So 1340 is going to be my answer in this question. Now this is when you have the height given. Let's look at another question where we'll be having a little different kind of a version of the same kind of a question. So let's see now. Let me just bring this out and let me just first put this whole thing aside. Okay, so I will erase this and I will put this aside. This is up here. Okay, now in this question you can see that we are working on the total surface area, and as far as the total surface area is concerned, we know that we have to find the surface area of the whole thing. And the surfaces that I can see here, there are 2 surfaces. One is this cone at the moment. This cone here is one surface. This one is my first surface, which is a curved surface, and the other one is going to be the circle that I have at the bottom. So these are 2 surfaces which are combined together. I'll find the surface area for both of them and I will add them. So first thing first, I have to look at what is the curved surface area formula for a cone. So formula for the cone is pi r L. L is actually going to be my slant height. I want to know my actual height. So since I'm using the total surface area, I will simply say that fine, pi remains the same times, I'll check if I have to give the answer in pi. I know it says 3 significant, so of course I'll be solving pi. So pi times r is going to be 6.5 times L is my slant height, which is going to be 12. Now I will multiply 12 pi and 6.5. So in my calculator, 12 times pi times 6.5, and I got 78 pi, which means 245.04. So eventually 245 is going to be my curved surface area for the cone part, but they said total surface area, not just curved surface area. So I have to add one more thing. What is that thing? That is the area of the circle. So circle at the bottom, formula for area of a circle goes like pi r square. So simply I will put pi times 6.5 square. When I will do pi times 6.5 square, I got my answer as 132.73. So this is going to be 132.73. Now remember, they told me to find out the total surface area. So to do the total surface area, I will add my this answer and this answer together. So 245 plus 132, 245 plus 132.73, 245 plus 132.73. I got my answer as 377.70. So 377.73 is going to be my total surface area. This had three significant figures, so 1, 2, and 3. This is just going to be 0 anyway, so I'll put them 0. And this is between 0 to 4 or 5 to 9, so I have to decide. This is between 5 to 9, so I will add 1 in this one to make it 8. 378 is going to be my answer for three significant figure. Now look, I will rephrase the question again quickly. Pi r L is the formula to find the curved surface area. They told me find the total surface area, so I found the surface area of this shape from here first, the curved surface area. Then I found the surface area of the circle at the bottom. Then I added both of them, and that's my answer. All right, now we are going to talk about the question where we have two values given, two shapes, two figures given, and we have to solve them accordingly. The question is simple, so please don't get scared with the look of the question. The first thing that you must understand what they are talking about. They're saying that the diagram shows a sphere and a cube. Okay, cube has a length 7 centimeter. Now cube is a shape that has all sides same, all faces same. Cube means a shape combined with squares, 7 centimeter, 7 centimeter, and 7 centimeter, and 7 centimeter, 7 centimeter, and 7 centimeter, and 7. So all sides are 7 centimeter. Now what I'm going to do is I will say that fine, I will read the question first. Let's read it. It says, diagram shows a sphere and a cube. The cube has length 7 centimeter. The sphere and the cube have the same volume. The sphere and the cube has the same volume. Work out the radius of the sphere. So I have to find the radius. All right. And give your answer to three significant figure. This gives me the hint now that my answer will be in decimal, and I'll be rounding up to three significant figures. So first thing first, since they said that volume of the sphere and volume of the cube is same, and I have no information about the sphere, but I have the value given for cube. So volume of a cube is going to be, volume is equals to side cube or length cube. So I will say volume is equals to 7 cube. When I take 7 cube, I got my answer as 343. So volume of the cube is equals to 343 centimeter cube. Now remember they said that volume of the cube, the sphere and the cube have same volume. So this means this volume is same for the sphere. So I will say, okay, volume of the sphere formula is, volume of the sphere formula is 4/3 pi r cube. Volume and volume is same, so I'll put 343 here. So let's write 343 for this side is equals to 4/3 pi r cube. If I'll do this in all steps, but explaining every step, I will say 343 times 3 is equals to 4 pi r cube. Since 3 was dividing, I moved it to the other side, it's multiplying now, and 4 pi r cube is left alone because 3 has moved to this side. Now I'll move 4 and pi together down because they are multiplying and eventually they will be divided on the other side, and I'll be left with r cube alone. So I will write now 3 4 3 times 3 over 4 pi is equals to r cube. So let's solve this part first. What do we get? Solving the numerator gives me 1029 over, if I will do 4 pi, 4 times the pi, I got my answer as 12.566376061. So let me write it down, it's fine. 12.566376061. Now I'll be dividing 1029 with 12.566, so I'll simply say 1029 divided by my answer, so 81.88. Now remember, I have r cube on the other side and they want me to find out the radius, so r cube is cube of the radius. So I'm going to take the cube root of this. Now common error, students usually put 3 and then press the cube root sign, which is wrong. You have to press shift and root. You will get a small cube as the power on the root. Shift root, you will get this thing, and then you will divide it. So when you will take the cube root on this side, this cube will be cancelled with the cube root, and the cube root of your answer is going to be 4.34. so 4.34 is the radius of my calculation and radius of the sphere. So that will be all for now. We discussed 3 questions. In the first question, the height was given, right? Second question, slant height was given and surface area was required to be calculated. So we calculated total surface area and we calculated the surface area for the curved surface and for the circle for the bottom. So we calculated total surface area in this one. In the next shape, we did sphere, and since they have given me the volume of the cube, we use that volume to calculate the radius of the cube. That will be all for now. Any help that you need, any practice material you think you required, any further details you need, please send me the question in the comments and I will try my best to help you out. Thank you very much. Best of luck.